Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44.
You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed in me playing basketball, and I just want to line up. He's getting up. And show, yeah, we doing this for real. That's what I did. I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Boy. What's crack-a-lagging, magging from the back end to the jack end? Oh, y'all, what is today? Today is January 2nd, so it's the day after New Year. Well, if you hood, you could say New Year's, which is, I finally corrected when I was like 48. And then what's worse than that is like, is New Year's Eve a holiday or New Year? New Year Eve? Should we call it New Year Eve? New Year Day? It's all messed up. All love to you guys for rocking with your boy. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. And we're going to get into some of this madness after we shout out everybody who's rocking with us. Trying to broadcast this out to more situations and participations, and that's a whole different animal in itself. But love to you guys for rocking with your boy. Shout outs to you. I'm trying to get this live up so I can get my thing. Oh, there you go. All right, good. I see y'all up in here. I'm going to say some names, too. You're like, oh, dang, Wiley, you all right? So much respect to y'all for rocking. What y'all do for New Year's? Anybody get fat? Anybody get full? Itty bitty time? What you do? Beat it up in the comments so I can know what it do. I'm chilling. I am chilling. Family's good. I'm good. I put that on the hood. I'm good. I do know that I got a lot of people that hit me up, want to know about what's happening in this world of sports. So I'm about to talk to you about this world of sports. Is everything good in the chat? Just make sure that's working. Okay, good. I see you. All right, who's in here? Dang, you're like, damn, Wiley, you suck at stalling. There's a lot of y'all in here. Danny fans always in here. Welcome to 2026. Hey, the biggest thing, the best thing is that we still alive. Fuck. You know what I mean? Forget everything else. You know what I mean? I don't care about nothing. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about what you're thinking about doing next. You are here still. Man, I was thinking about the other day, like, man, my mom has been gone from this planet 21 years. 21 years. Come on, man. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, that's my full-grown mama. I'm a mama's boy. 21 years gone? Oh, my God. Oh, man. Now let's beat it up in the comments. Love to you guys. And somebody else who's gone that we all severely missed in the sports world for sure is Kobe Bryant. Well, Kobe Bryant in the record books has some company. Who is that? Yeah, no. Why? Oh, Kawhi Jordan, as they call him, but you could call him Kawhi Leonard for right now. He is on the Clippers, and he is the second player in NBA history to have a 5-game span, and the Clippers have won 6 games in a row with 40-plus points per game, 50, 40, 90 shooting. Y'all know what that is, that field goal, 3-point free throw, and an undefeated record. The other person in history to do that, Kobe Bean Bryant, 2007. Just wanted to give out some flowers to Kawhi Leonard for everybody who always talking about Kawhi Leonard and not such a flattering way to he ain't even running play. He ain't even committed. He ain't no good leader. He ain't no good. When he healthy, he ain't, but when he ain't never healthy. Eat that. Eat a fat one right now. One of them fat boys from Smart and Final, boy. Love it too much. Okay, let's get into this. We're going to go fly through it because there's some deeper topics we got to get to a little bit later. So shout out to you guys for rocking with your boy. Here we go. Right here. Christmas Day NFL game set records for Netflix Prime Video. Really? Uh-oh. Broncos Chiefs averaged 21.06 million viewers. God, dog. Woo, setting records out here. All right, so you know us. We're looking for some quotes. What's in here? All right, the Detroit Lions game on Netflix set a new streaming record, 27.5 million viewers according to Nielsen. God dang, Nielsen, what y'all talking about? That's a 13% increase between the game last year and this year. Come on, man. Eating out here. All right, and then we're going to compare this to the NBA because the NBA has something to say because y'all still in our day. The Christmas supposed to be our day. Earlier in the day, we saw the Cowboys and Commanders get $20 million. Isn't that crazy? Even the Cowboys, hey, if y'all not contenders and we ain't really seeing y'all in postseason, forget y'all. So that was down 17% from the Chiefs-Pittsburgh game. Okay, and at night they had the last game, and they said it was averaging nearly 15 million viewers per game, okay? So that was for the most watched season for the package ever, regardless of network. So it's doing its thing right here. Okay, let's get to the competition. I know y'all want to see that, like how it do compared to the NBA. Nobody can show games like they can. The Spurs Thunder wins Christmas Day NBA viewership race. But the NBA showed strength in the early windows while ceding ground to the NFL later. You know what that means, ceding ground. It means, y'all start getting this. All right, so the Spurs went over the Thunder, 6.71 million viewers across that. All right, so we're talking whole different animals, right? We're not just talking about a decrease in 20 million for the Cowboys game. Then when I was talking about a record of, 27 million? Now we talking about the NBA, 6.71. Y'all stop playing with me. All right, so the window saw a substantial year-over-year increase, 53% increase, okay? Compared to last year, they were at 4.38 million viewers. NBA, NFL, one of y'all got to come out and say, leave our day alone. Man, come on, man, we just trying to eat. The reason they got to say that is because, oh boy, Oh, boy. Out here taking it from them. So take that. All these numbers basically support what I said, but then we're going to see the Lakers game, 5.4 million viewers. This ain't even like the warm-ups for the NFL game. It's crazy, right? So anyway, we got that going, and no doubt the NFL clearly aiding into the NBA's audience during the primetime hours, but the strength of the league's daytime matchup helped propel those windows to new highs. New highs for y'all and just lows for us. Imagine the NFL woke up and one day and saw that they had the NBA's ratings. They'd be like, what is this? Where did all our viewers go? Right? Real spit. So that's just how the game is right now. Okay, keep going. What are we talking about now? All right, let's get into it. So we got matchups. It's time to talk about college football. As I beat it up in the comments. I got to show y'all some love, right? So beat it up in the comments. Love to you guys. We got, NBA on Christmas gone. Danny Fan said, no. Francisco Aguilera says, dog, way too much home cooking. Oh, so somebody got fat and full. Love you guys out there for getting it. Rocking with it. Okay, let's get into this college football. I got to play my favorite songs. That's Columbia. Sound like every other one, huh? Sound like SC and all of them boys. And you can't talk about college football without saying, whoa, Nelly. Rest in peace, Keith Jackson. Okay, so these are the scores. Miami beat Ohio State, if you didn't pay attention at all this week. I don't know what the hell you were doing. They beat them 24-14. We're going to get into a little bit of a deeper dive of that after we just know the scores right here, okay? So Oregon, they beat Texas Tech. Yeah, y'all saw that right. Straight up Pop Warner score, 23-0. What? They still doing that? Okay, Alabama, 3, damn near gentleman's sweep. Gentleman's 0. That's a Pop Warner high school score, 38-3. And that wasn't pretty. And then we got a 39-34 thriller in Ole Miss, Georgia, okay? So let's have a little fun. Let's see what they were doing out there. The first game, man, it's a little bit of a sleepwalk, but let's see it. What was happening in this game?
And Stormy's absolutely right. Defense, there's been 0 drop. Offensively, though, it looks like they haven't played football all season.
Now, did you guys watch this game, Texas Tech, Oregon? Okay. Game was crazy because everybody talks about Texas Tech's defense, as they should, and shout out to all the star players that they have and that number 1 portal class they have. All that's good, except they didn't score any points. So the defense did its job, kinda. I mean, you held Oregon to, 23? Kinda. But you really didn't hold your end of the bargain because certainly Oregon did. They always get touted for their offense, right? For their uniforms, for their creativity, all that, their athleticism, but never the defense. And then their defense, who didn't get any love like that, Texas Tech defense did, pitched the shutout. So give them love for that. That was a game of defense, and it was just a war of attrition. Who's going to last to the end? And we saw what happened at the end. Oregon showed up, and that was ball game. Okay, next game. What was the next game? Ole Miss, they won. How did that look? Ole Miss, great game. It came, that 4th down, let's go for it. On our own 33-yard line and get stuffed. And then what happens? They go back and score. Georgia. That a lot of people are saying that was ball game.
47 yards. And it is good!
Euphoria. Let's see it.
Down the middle.
Yep. That's game. That's game right there. Okay, so we saw that one. What else happened? I like to give you guys some of the visuals, man. You know, articles are cool, but we got to really get into it. So then we just go to Pasadena, Alabama, out here. Woo, playing Indiana. Alabama's feeling good about themselves. Indiana's feeling great about themselves. And what had happened was this.
And, you know, the amazing thing about this is how much respect we have for Indiana internally.
Yep.
But I go play with my golfing buddies in Alabama, and they're all on the first tee saying, well, we should kick the shit out of Indiana. They see
that. Okay, so Nick Saban, you know, obviously he's hanging with people from Bama, and they still got that bias. People didn't want to put respect on Indiana's name. Well, I think they are now.
Priority.
I mean, when he said that, beat it up in the comments if that hit you too. He said they are just existing. And I was sitting there like, I'm just watching a shell of a team. I'm like, they have taken their hearts. Give me that. Finish him. I mean, they took Alabama's soul away. For real. The way they were running that ball at the end and just scoring every time they went up the middle, it was sick. Continue.
Drive is Hemby.
Blah, blah, blah. So we saw that as well. And let me just tell you, because I saw it, I witnessed this. It's so crazy. I was playing pool with my son, and I'm trying to use everything he does to kind of give him a broader perspective life lesson while having fun doing it, right? So we playing pool, and I was trying to remind him, like, it's about the process procedure. So he goes up there. This is how he shoot. Like he got the cue ball right there, and we always play Bills or Chargers. So all my balls, all my balls are blue, and those are the Bills balls are there. Those are the Chargers balls, and then if they're red, they're the Bills balls. So anyway, he goes up there. All right, he got to shoot. It's a Bill ball right here, and this is what he do. He just put his front hand down, put the stick on, and go pop. I said, do you do anything else like that? That rushed? He said, I'm not rushing. I was like, well. I was like, how you shoot a free throw? You know, you kind of take your time, you breathe, you do a little. I said, find some kind of process with this, right? But then I start wearing him out because, he's 10 years old and don't really play that much. So I'm wearing him out. And I saw him. It started wearing on him. He want to win, obviously. But I'm like, well, you can't win if you're really not even respecting and trusting the process. You don't even got a process yet. So you just getting lucky results. Like if you make one, it's just because it went in. It ain't like you aimed and tried. Point being, he started wearing it, right? And you can see it. And I said, you notice how quiet you are right now? I said, you see how you feel right now? I said, look in the mirror. Look at your face. I said, that's what you got to fight. That's your first opponent, is when you down or when you don't see it or you don't feel it, how are you responding in that moment? Deep ass lesson for a pool game with a 10-year-old, right? But the point is, that's how Alabama look. They look like, what's that meme with that boy, little chunky little black dude? He going like this. That's how took they soul. We got people out there like Urban Meyer saying he didn't even think that Miami would score. He told people if Ohio State scored 2 touchdowns, they win that game, and he believed it. I will show you the video, but I just said what he said. So now let's see what happened in that game, Urban Meyer. Let's see if you were right.
I see those top seeds going with 5. Bain coming. Stan gets the pass away. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lucas.
So good. The U. Oh, that was Ray Lewis in them boys. Look at Ray Lewis in them boys.
Game sealing.
Oh, that's sick.
Upset clinching. Interception for the U.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. No one has a bigger fan base than the U in college football, I think. Like I think no matter who your team is, everybody got a little love for the U. Because the U helped raise so many generations of football players. Like that are current, right? That not really the 80s, but you go there some. But the 90s, there's too many good players that had too many personalities and too many spirits, starting with a Ray Lewis, a Michael Irvin, all those kind of guys. You can start in the 80s too, respect. But the point being, I even asked for permission to get on that bandwagon. Because there's something about the U. When the U is rolling, it's different. Like Notre Dame, you can say, oh, I love college football when Notre Dame is doing well. But at the same time, those, they kind of like got mother's pearls on. They at the country club. You know what I mean? Like Notre Dame is a different fan base, even though we rock with it. Who didn't love Rocket Ishmael? Come on, stop playing. Who didn't love Todd Light out there? Come on, stop playing with me, right? So you can love the fan base, but it's for different reasons. There's something about Miami. There's something about the U. When they rocking, it's just like everybody got a shot. Like everybody got empowered. They so gangster and it's so ghetto and it's so real. It's just so like primal football. It's almost like the brand of football is Miami football. That's the best way of saying it. Because how in football, you can really assault somebody and that's fine. That's just first down. Nobody gives a damn if you just knock somebody out, right? So it's like real gangster, like real what? Miami's the most expressive team I've seen, like over the years. Just like when they up. Think about it. Ohio State won last year. What comes from that? Like personality-wise, I'm talking, not production, because they won. Nothing really, right? Okay, good for you, right? You just think about it. You think about them Alabama teams, and you be like, he's a beast, he's a beast, he's a beast. But but there's something about the U taking that belt to ass. It's just like, you like, whoa, I'm awake. I am up. It's that serious right now. So good job, Miami, for coming back, man, because now we got our Final Four set. Beat it up in the comments. Who had the most impressive win? Let's see. Did Miami look better against Ohio State than anybody else? Did Oregon look better than Texas Tech than anybody else? Indiana beating Bama. That was the most impressive win. All right, we ain't even got to have a poll. That's why it's not a poll. That's easy. Who's second most? And then Ole Miss beating Georgia. Oh, man, it was some good stuff. Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments. Oh, damn, somebody just spoiled my parade. Day Walker said college football whack, and he put 2 C's, so he from L.A. What's up, homie? No, it ain't. Kenya Martin fan says, preach, Marcellus. That's right. Oh, okay, good point. Gator Lou said LSU is like that, too. LSU, yeah, they got that swag. They got that personality, going to lead. I give you that. LSU is close. It's not Miami. And look, Miami went overboard too. Let's not act like Miami did it all the right way. You know what I mean? Like Miami went too far with it. We were like, Miami, chill. What are y'all doing? And a lot of people out there like, well, you know what we doing? We acting a donkey out here. Oh, man, so love to you. Okay, now we're going to talk about some, on this show, we love to talk about race. I think there's nothing more divisive in this country than the conversations of race. Like, of all the politics out there, all the identities out there, all the things that can make you go, it's the things that are said publicly about race, the things that are pandered about race, and the things that are unsaid, that we all still walk around with this implicit bias. And we don't really want to go there because it's a racial conversation. So let's have it then. Shoot, everybody want to talk about it, be about it. Let's go. Shannon Sharpe finds himself in some hot water because of a racial conversation. He criticizes Lamar Jackson, then all of a sudden, guess what y'all do? Of course, you criticize Shannon Sharpe. Let's hear it.
Honest. Has Lamar Jackson looked this year like he did last year and the previous years? Yes or no? Be honest.
No, because the numbers are not the same as they were last year. Uncle, was
That's
41.
all I'm saying.
Hold on, Uncle, he was 41-5 last year, Uncle.
Thank you. Or take the MVP. Even if you take the seasons, he got hurt a couple. I think 2021 he missed 4 games. Missed 5 games each year, so that's 10 games. But if you go back and look at the season that he's won the MVP, and last year he could have won. Chad, don't do that. Because I'm saying he doesn't look the same this year as he has in years past.
Right.
That's not hating. That is factual. Mm-hmm. How many touchdowns has he passed for this year? How many interceptions does he have? So when you look at it, if you just look at it objectively, I get it. That's your guy. You supposed to ride for your guy. But deep down, and if you want to say, Shannon, you hating, but deep down inside, you know, man, Lamar ain't played like the Lamar, like Action Jackson. I know.
Right.
That's it. Mm-hmm. You can be honest. I was honest when I said it about Patrick Mahomes. Who the heck? I called him a homeboy. State Farm didn't want to give me no credit. They called him a homie. Ain't nobody ever called that man my homie or my homeboy before I said it. They called him Patrick Mahomes. I said last year and this year, Patrick Mahomes doesn't look the same. No, and y'all look at it because he went to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But still, you got to peel the layers away. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Yeah, the numbers aren't the same.
I got no dog. I want the Ravens to win. Outside of the Broncos, the Ravens, I root for the Ravens. Obviously. But at the end of the day, I still got to be honest. And when the Broncos don't play well, oh, y'all forget that, though. But I get it. You know what? You more hard on black quarterbacks. I don't know. I got into a very heated discussion with my partner on television. What color was that quarterback, Ocho?
Yeah, he was white.
I just say, so y'all missed that part of what me and Skip got into it about Brady. Or when I was on Romo, y'all missed that part. What about Cousins? Baker Mayfield. Did y'all forget about how we went for 8-9 straight weeks until the man got traded? And even when he got to Carolina, I was still on Baker's neck. Yeah. Where were y'all then?
Yeah. Hey, one thing about it. One thing I can say about you, boy. It don't matter who it is. Black, white, yellow, green, Skittles. It don't matter what it is. Boy, you fair. If you're playing bad, you're going to say they playing bad.
That's all I'm saying.
If they're playing good, you're going to say they playing good.
I'm going to say that. Yeah. I don't try. And people see a lot of times, Ocho, what people try to do. If I say, Man, Ocho didn't play good. I'm trying to take away your Pro Bowls. I'm trying to take away your All-Pro. No, you did that. That's going to be on your resume.
Right.
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm talking about right now. I stayed on Romo. When Brady didn't play good, I was on Brady. When Baker didn't play good, I was on Baker. When Peyton Manning didn't play good, I was on Peyton. When he was losing no playoff games. But y'all don't remember that.
They might be too young to remember that, huh?
Got them receipts.
They remember when I was on Brady. Hold on. They ain't too young to remember what just happened 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
On Undisputed. They remember.
Oh, yeah.
They choose not. They just try to, this. No, bro. When Mahomes didn't play, when Mahomes wasn't playing well this year and last year, where did he end up? Two things can be true. You can end up at a destination and still not be playing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens all the time.
But I'm saying Lamar doesn't look the same to me. When he wasn't playing well before, not like the Lamar we used to seeing. And then when he got nicked and came back, he wasn't the same. Even his mom said in the play, leading up to the playoffs, he should have run more. But when I said it, I'm hating. His mom told him.
Yeah. Hey, baby, do what you do best now.
Blah, blah, blah. All right. So it's interesting to hear that conversation, right? Because what he's saying is pretty obvious. Like, this ain't the best version we've ever seen of Lamar Jackson, and that's for many reasons. It could be because of injury. It could be because this year the team is just not gelling the same. It could be because he's in and out the lineup and doesn't have the chemistry and the consistency with the guys. Whatever the reason, you should be able to have that analysis and to just keep on going to the next topic. But Shannon had to come back because of the racial conversation. Now, why did he have to come back? Now, you don't have to, but he did. He felt compelled to come back. Whenever you get into a fight and your opponent is they, stop fighting. Stop swinging. Don't be Trey and Boys in the Hood. You're swinging at nothing. That's one thing I've learned quick. They, right? Like, who are they? Them. Who are them? Hey, you know what it is. And another thing that's kind of a part of it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, people start saying that. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. Who are you talking about? There's going to always be somebody, once again, in the arena, in the stadium, who's cheering you, but also who's booing you. It's just who you listening to, right? There's going to be it's never going to be 50-50 either. It's going to be louder one way, they cheering you, or louder another way, they booing you. But guess what? Ball out. Play the game. Have your influence, have your impact, and move on to the next one on the schedule. And it's interesting because a lot of people get caught up in this. Shannon gets caught up in this because the racial, when they come at you and say, oh, man, you harder on us than you are on them. They say that. People feel compelled to respond largely because they don't want to be outside the group. They don't want to be outside the tribe. They're like, what you doing? I'm just being real. And this is the cultural pressure that I am intending to remove as I continue to do media. A lot of my plans, aspiring plans, bigger projects, things that I'm working on right now behind the scenes are to attack that exact issue, that cultural pressure that we all feel from different cultures, right? Everybody got something about their culture they hate. Just be real. Because you can't be all of you and respect fully a culture. A culture's thoughts, words, beliefs, actions, rituals. You know what I mean? I'm not down with all that. I don't give a damn if it's on code, if it's the culture. And you got to be on code. One of the codes is, hey, brother, in public, with that platform, can you chill on criticizing another brother? Which is stupid, right? Like, one of the reasons I think that, and I'm going to post this video, somebody did a tremendous job on it. One of the reasons I think that there's real issues socioeconomically with black people in this country is simple. We lack the public accountability because whenever you come out like Shannon did and criticize somebody else black, the first thing you're going to hear is, oh, why you always hard on us? Why you criticizing us in public? Dude, I'm going to tell you how you get better than anything. Put on the film and talk some shit. Put a red dot on that screen, take your butt down to Staples, get you a red laser, put on the film of your life, put on the film of they life, put on the film of whatever you want to understand further, and put the damn red dot on it and starts calling out names and numbers. People always like, they don't do that. Who is they? White people don't do that. Yes, they do. Who don't criticize themselves? Everybody does. And you know who does it the most? White people. Watch TMZ. Watch Entertainment Tonight. Watch Access Hollywood. Watch Fox News. Like, watch anything. What are you doing? So it's just weird. I see brothers always feeling compelled to like respond because, you get one thing about, black culture. If you ain't down, which is so like Martin Lawrence and Boomerang, why they got to say you got to be down? Why we can't be up? You know what I mean? But seriously, we got to get over this. This cultural pressure right here that you can't criticize somebody. First of all, do you care? Ask yourself this. Do you care about color? Ask yourself. Just simple. You care. Do you want to be judged by your color? Yes or no? Most people say no. Okay, so if you don't want to be judged by your color, why you bring up color when he judging somebody? Boom! People silly. It's the dumbest shit alive. It's like, and then you get kicked out the group, the code, by them because you acting like they are the problem. What? Kick me out. How you gonna kick me out of something that don't exist? What do you mean? Because you think this way don't mean everybody think that way. So I just think it's circular logic. It's like you end up chasing your tail when you do something, matter of fact, you give your opinion, you give it correctly, because that was factual analysis. It's pretty objective right now. And then you got to circle back, hit the block again, because now the racial layer has been played and you feel compelled to do it. So hopefully that cultural pressure subsides, if not just goes away, just evaporates, because it's silly and it really restricts accountability because people don't feel like they could call somebody out like that. I ain't on code. I shouldn't do that to the brother. Man, do that to the person. You ain't talking about him. You talking about it. You talking about what they did. Simple as that. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that conversation because it's crazy. Yeah, Z9er says makes sense. That's why blacks have voted 95% Democrat for 60 years. I hear what you're saying. I mean, it's not literal, but yeah. You can't criticize the decisions en masse without people coming at you. You can't get outside the box. You can't think different. Look, Nicki Minaj right now. I ain't even heard her rant yet. I probably don't want to hear it because as soon as I hear a rapper in politics, I'm typically like, man, I only got 24 hours in a day. Do I really need to hear this? Like Megan Thee Stallion twerking. I was like, I don't need to hear that, but show me the video. Show me the video. Let me see. At the DNC. I don't care about none of that. Like, dog, no, I'm not. I'm tired of acting like I'm not as intelligent as I am. Look, I'm not saying you dumb. I'm just saying you out of your lane. Do you want to see me, Marcellus, Vernon, Wiley? Have you seen me play basketball before? Do you want to see me play basketball? I suck at it. That ain't my thing, all right? You want to see me do a chemistry project? No, because you don't know me for that, and I shouldn't even be doing that. Like, that's how I hear when I hear rappers talking about politics. I'm like, prove it to me first. It ain't worth my time. So anyway, y'all kicking Nicki Minaj out. Nicki Minaj do all that work, got kicked out. She MAGA. What the fuck? Y'all did this to Ice Cube when he was trying to get billions of dollars. If Nicki Minaj and Ice Cube can't be black enough, you can have it. Well, I don't know. Whatever y'all think that black is, then you can have it. That must be ninja. That must be worse than, I don't know. Y'all did that to Snoop when he went to that event. Who else y'all do this to? Lil Wayne? It's weird though. Mike Tyson, they didn't do it to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said, I'll beat your ass if you talk about who I vote for. I love Donald Trump. People was like, yep, it's all good. But now y'all get the point. And then, but it doesn't happen on the other side. Like, you better ride on the other side. You know? So I get your point. Good point. Okay, beat it up in the comments. Here's something crazy. Y'all want to hear something real crazy? I got to set this up because I can't believe this happened in real time. Y'all know Mr. How do I say it? The poster child for ESPN is not Stephen A. Smith. It's not even Pat McAfee. They're the most powerful people probably there, most powerful personalities. But the poster child, the one who's just straight down the middle, 300 yards, right in the fairway, you know what I mean? It's a long-ass fairway, is Scott Van Pelt. But even Scott Van Pelt is a human being. And boy, did he find himself showing his humanity on New Year's Eve. Before I started, did everybody else have the same problem with this? I ain't mad at you, Kia. Sponsor my show. Happy New Year. I get it. What is this? This is not a 6. I kept looking like, is this 2024? I kept saying, like, I almost changed the channel like 2 or 3 times. Like, we watching the old version? Crazy. All right, Scott, let's do it. Blah, blah, blah. Now, you know, in real time, they cut the cameras, New Year's show off. He went like, whew. Now, the problem is the internet keeps receipts. Internet is forever. So let's watch that again in real time. And this the reaction. So there was people kissing, right? Heterosexual kissing. And then it turned into homosexual kissing. And then he had a reaction. A very primal reaction. Let's go.
We got.
Oh, what are we? Right then. The angel said, hey, clean this shit up right now, boy, or else all that good stuff. You talking about Nicki Minaj got kicked out the group. You about to get kicked out the group. Clean this up, big dog. And he cleaned it up. So this is not about a Scott Van Pelt conversation because I step on Scott Van Pelt when he's going through this much controversy because everybody's talking about it. Everybody been hitting me. The number one topic you guys wanted to hear about was this topic. And what was at play there? Okay. So the thing that's interesting, I don't think that, tell me, I mean, I don't know, for real, being real. I live in LA now. Come on, my kids go to school in West Hollywood. Let's not play games here. I don't think that people really have a problem with you, a man and a man, a woman and a woman, right? Certainly not a woman and woman the way y'all act, but man and man, nobody got that problem. You know what I think people do have a problem with, and this is not being properly expressed, and this is why Scott Van Pelt stepped in it a little bit, is because socially, you know, whatever, do you, dog? If I'm not with you, do I really care who with you? It ain't even that deep. We're not living in those times before, like we did before. And I lived in those times. I had a friend who lived in our apartment building who was gay, and he used to wear a shirt that told you he was gay. It was called FLIP, flip, and it was the words you don't use anymore. F, live in peace. And he used to wear that shirt like every day. And we young, this is the early 80s. And I remember how people used to treat him. They don't treat people like that no more, right? I know that same person in my life that's that, and they don't treat them like that. But what people have a problem with is not that. It's this. And tell me if you connected before I put it together for you. Peep this. So this streamer, some streamer, wins $300,000 because of that same kiss. Watch this.
Okay, I need
Oh, God, no. So, y'all put it together now? Ah, yes. It's the agenda. People don't like to be agendified. No. It's one thing to say, hey, you got social liberation. Everybody exists. We all created equal. Fine. But forcing it, we got problems. Peep gang. So it happens in all movements. It happened with the black movement when Colin Kaepernick. And then that turned into, George Floyd. And that turned into every end zone being painted in racism. Stop it. Like, somebody should win a Goodell. Like, I know the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You're trying to do the right thing. End racism? Like, what are you doing, dude? How much it cost you to paint that damn end zone? Get that money back and use it towards something better. How about we don't end something, let's start something. You don't end something that ain't gonna ever end. Racism ain't going away ever. It's just gonna have to deal with it, okay? It exists because people exist. And people who are racist are still alive and have babies. And then when they babies sitting around wanna watch, I don't know, K-pop demon hunters, the babies are hearing racist stuff. Look at all these damn people on here. Who are these people? You know what I mean? So it's never going away. Stop it, okay? Let's stop it. Let's put our efforts towards real things. But people got pissed at that movement, and then you start, right now it's subsided. DEI and all the people that helped, even though it helped white women the most. If everybody it was supposed to help or intended to help, we got tired of fatigue. Black fatigue is a hashtag. You know why? Because agendas. We look out for people, hook up people. Nobody got a problem hearing the word underserved, underprivileged. Help them. But when you start saying this, and the agenda. So this kid, look at me, how old am I? This streamer puts out something that makes everyone say, damn, there's an entity, I don't know, Polymarket, somebody, that is put out, guarantee you they gonna guarantee you they gonna have a gay couple kiss. Right? And then it becomes the agenda. Now, why is that even a problem? Because if you have no problem with a gay couple, why you got a problem with a gay couple kissing? Why is it being identified like that? It's because if you just go by the simple metrics and numbers, if you're only going to show 3 couples, then one of them shouldn't be representative of that, but they force agendas, right? Like to show a black person is, 12% of this country, right? 12%, it used to be 13 and it's dropping, right? So like if you show 10 couples, then yeah, it should be a black couple. Now, if you show 10 couples and 5 were black, you'd be like, what's going on? And then you go to commercial and it's Soul Glow. And you're like, you know what I mean? So it's not proportionate. And I think people really get irritated and irked when they start to see these things out of proportion, what's representing what the real world is, and then it's coming with the agenda, right? And people are already attacking all these entities. Netflix is under fire for this, you know? And people are like, dude, one, I'm sitting there with my itty bitties and you're going to force a conversation on me that I'm not ready to have right now. Snoop fell into that trap. See, Scott Van Pelt fell into this trap. Snoop fell into that trap. Man, I went and watched this movie with my grandson, and then I saw these 2 dudes kissing or whatever he said. I think he said a trans, whatever. And he said, next thing I know, I don't know what to do. And people were trying to say, you're homophobic, this and that. No. Dog, I have a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old. We haven't had those conversations yet. Not yet. Because right now, I want them to respect all. I'm not about to say slice this up. They need to be respected. Daddy, I was already respecting them. I just want to get in front of this, ahead of this. No. Okay? We know what the game is. So people are stepping in it because we're not being honest about it. Can we be honest about it? People just want to say, don't force things on me. People want to have enough social space where you can exist and I can exist. And that's what happens with a lot of groups when they are fighting for that level playing field, that equality. Right? There's an overcorrection. And then they get disproportionately a lot more attention and agenda. And then you sitting there like, dog, go ahead. Nobody tripping. But we not representing reality here. And then more importantly, I can't talk about that the same way I talk about anything else. So they got all the social space that they want, whatever that thing is, and it's changed. Women's rights, men's, black people, now we are the trans, gay marriage, everything. It's just like represent reality. I think people are screaming out and don't want to say. So I'll say it for you. Just represent reality. And do you, boo-boo? Nobody tripping. At the same time, can we have some love? So, you know me, I'm King Levity. I want people to really love each other. Y'all don't have a problem with 2 men kissing. I saw it too, and I was sitting there like, the first thing I thought was like, damn. My itty bitties, I'm looking like this. As soon as it happened, I was like this. Not for any other reason, is because they're trying to find their identity. As they're finding their identity, we had this conversation the other day. My 6-year-old said, I got, Kim is my girlfriend. Now, you hear that? When you're a 6-year-old, you kind of, especially going to school out here in LA and West Hollywood, like, girlfriend. Then you remember, there was a show called Girlfriends, and they were all girlfriends, and adult women call themselves girlfriends all the time. So then you're trying to find connotation, because then you want to understand definition, and then you want to properly define it for your own kids based on your own situation. No issues. But if you can't have that kind of conversation because we ain't got that kind of social space, then that's when you step in it. Exactly. So, hey guys, y'all ain't got no problems with 2 dudes kissing. Not at all. Especially if they fight.
77 kilos, face à face.
Look at this. Look at this. Hey, look at this. This can't be real. This can't be real. Somebody sent me this saying Van Pelt need to commentate this. I was crying. Look at this. Oh, what is that? Red light. Hey, first of all, this is the weirdest way to show you tough. I always thought that about these face-offs. I'm going to tell Max. Dog, ain't nothing tough about this. I'm just not that breed of dude. I am not that guy. Okay, I am not that guy. First of all, I don't want to get hit. But second of all, I don't want to be in your face like this tomorrow I'm about to hit you. Dog, I'll play the punk. Like, I would be the undefeated fighter that was the punk. Like this. They'd be like, all right, face off. I'll be like this. Like Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? Tyson Fury style. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Dog, this ain't no fight right now. I'm winning the mental edge battle. You can't punk me in no pregame. You know what I mean? Football games I've been to and cats been doing jumping jacks. I'm like, keep jumping. I don't care. Oh, he running around. Look at his sweats. Oh, my God. Look how good he look in that tank top. Oh, my God. Look at his gloves. Look at, man, if you don't get that fool away from me, he's sorry. Straight up. Oh, man. All right, so beat up in the comments what you say. Lee Chubbard said you need to be on code. It's not stupid. Well, Lee, we just disagree. And we ain't got to say much more about it. You could write another comment, but I'm not going to be on your code. I don't give a damn what your code is. I don't care what it is. I listen to God. God is in me, and he ain't on code. You know what I'm saying? He said, bruh, the power is in you to be what you want to be. Okay? So you can have your code. You can listen to man. You can listen to your homie. You can listen to, okay, I got born into this color. Okay, this how I'm gonna act. You ain't pick your color. You ain't even pick your gender. Shut up. Shut it. Like, grow up. That's the problem. We got dudes, we got actually smart people who make dumb decisions and then tell a little kid, you better act like this. Act like what? Be like what? What is what? Everybody borrows from everybody's culture. Stop it. My wife just changed her hair color from blonde to brunette. Like, she asked me yesterday, which one you like better? I said, I've been told you the dark hair, the natural hair. Oh, really? You weren't listening because you were doing you, right? Do it. But what's look better? Well, I mean, be you. Code. Code. Man, it's silly. It's so crazy. Now, you know what's silly and crazy? I don't think y'all caught this. I don't know if I'm reaching. This might be a conspiracy theory because I'm connecting so many dots, but peep this. Something had me thinking, because I was watching yesterday, Kyle Whittingham. He did an interview. Let's look at this as we read his headline. Kyle Whittingham's strange departure from Utah and his arrival in Michigan. So, in real time, what happened was Sharon Moore gets caught up in Michigan, December 10th. December 12th, Kyle Whittingham steps down. And I'm like, that's interesting. Why you step down from Utah? And some of the quotes were, I think it's the right time, but I'm keeping my opportunities open to coach again. Nobody ever steps down when they in a winning position like he was at a great situation. Like, there are better situations, but that was a tremendous situation that he helped build up. And then says, I want to tap out. But I still want to coach again. And then because Sharon Moore happened, then he happened right after, and then 2 weeks later he signed. People kind of just thought it was a natural flow. Like, oh, we ain't even connect. Oh, he left because the Michigan job was open. Not many people mentioned that, if anybody. I haven't heard anybody say it, matter of fact. But then you start to hear, because his D coordinator was the next coach in waiting. I'm not even going to bore you with this article, even though it's a good article. Your D coordinator, if you're Kyle Whittingham in Utah, is the next coach in waiting. You're 66, he's 46. He's getting a little antsy, maybe want to take the Stanford job or start looking around because when is Kyle going to leave? The Utah gets smart and says, or dumb, tell me what you think. Utah says this, you know what we're going to do? We're going to offer you, if you ever step down, an advisory role where you get $3.5 million, okay? If you ever step down. And I bet Kyle's sitting there like, what you mean if I ever step down? Y'all want me to step down? A lot of buzz behind me from my coordinator. So all this is happening, and I think the thing that ties all this together, peep gang, is Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, you saw what Lane Kiffin ended up going through when he was at Ole Miss, and then all of a sudden other suitors wanted his attention. Now, other coaches left, and other coaches were being courted while they still were coaching at one program to go to another one. But only Lane Kiffin really stepped in it. And what did he step in? The fact that he actually about face and turned and said, okay, family, go check out those places while he was still coaching. What's so bad about that? Well, I don't even know if the other coaches did that because y'all ain't following them enough to know if they did it. But even if they did it, so what? That's due diligence. He's over here, he's robbing one to go and recruit for the other. Is he? So Lane Kiffin obviously became the poster child how not to handle this negotiation, how not to handle a transfer if you're a coach. Kyle Whittingham, I think, was smarter than that. So here's the thing that makes a conspiracy. So Sherrone Moore gets in trouble, boom, boom, boom. Kyle Whittingham steps down 2 days later, boom, boom, boom. And then 2 weeks later, he's their coach. I think Kyle Whittingham watched what Lane Kiffin was going through and said, ooh, first step, I can't be the coach if I'm going to take that Michigan job. Now, he says he started to talk to Michigan as soon as he stepped down. I would say, I think he had a little more security than that. I'm going to talk to you after I step down and see if you want me. See, this is not how it works in these coaches' searches. This is not how it works when you got recruiters out there. You got agents out there, whatever. So I think, this is my conspiracy, this is my conjecture, okay? I think he watched Lane Kiffin go through that hell. He said, the one thing I'm not going to do is be somewhere and then say I'm going somewhere else. No. So that's why he stepped down. Then 2, I think somebody already was chopping it up with Michigan. So if someone's chopping it up with Michigan before you step down, there's only 2 days you can do that before Sherrone Moore's fired. So I think somebody was talking to Michigan for Kyle Whittingham before Sherrone Moore got fired, which leads you further into why did the girl finally flip her story? Maybe Michigan was already sitting there like, we need a way to get Sherrone Moore, who everybody was liking but not loving. Be real, he was a lukewarm, accepted coach. So Michigan's sitting there like, yo, Kyle Whittingham ain't happy over there at Utah. What we gonna do? Damn it, we stuck with Sherrone Moore. We can't just fire him. 1, we can't fire him because Jim Harbaugh said keep him. 2, he ain't did that bad. It ain't great, but it ain't that bad. We only lost 3 games. Calm down, okay? We just came off a national championship and he helped coach it. So stop it. What can we do, though, to get away from this? And somebody went, all right, come here. Check this out, homie. I think I know something on old coach. He doing a lot. He ain't talking to his assistants right now. You know, old girl, everybody talking about he be hollering at. Yeah, she walking around here real disgusted right now. I think we need to talk to her. Talk to her. Oh, yeah. We did have this investigation going. Let's look deeper into that, shall we? All of a sudden, mysteriously, you don't beat Ohio State, receipts pop up. What do we have here? A 180 from a lady that happens to be the greatest coincidence we ever could have in life. Because now, look, we can't keep you, Sherrone. And then 2 days later, Kyle, oh, you available? Well, since you're available, we never knew you were going to be available. Bang, bang, bang. The reason I bring this up, and I don't feel dirty for doing it, is because when I was a free agent my first time going through that process, let me get out of this. Amazing process, free agency. You know, they always have that date. At 12 o'clock Eastern, midnight Eastern, you can talk to a team. Which, if you're a fan, you're like, whoa, he's waiting by the phone or his agent's waiting by the phone. Oh, my God. Nah. Let me tell you how it really went. I ain't going to tell you how they say it should go. I'm going to tell you how it really went. So my agent, weeks, if not a month before, was in Indy, and they go to dinner, and they go to, mixers, and they all just hang out. The general manager, the coaches from every team, who are they interested in free agency, making moves, et cetera, they all go grab a drink, right? And over those drinks, the conversation switches from, hey, how's the family? How the itty bitties doing? Oh, you still loving this gig? To, so what's up with Wiley? What Wiley gonna do? They don't have about 2 or 3 of them old fashions, and they start talking that new. They were like, so what Wiley gonna do? Man, he had a great year last year. This is how it really happened. It was one team in particular. What Wiley gonna do, man? He go, ooh, that boy about to break the bank. Wow, go get it, huh? Man, what is he into? Like, what is he interested in? Is he one of them players that just want the money? Is he care about location? He want, sunshine? Or what kind of player? What really gets him going? And then, the agent sitting there like, oh, man, Wiley cool, man. Wiley just want to be loved, man. Wherever he could go, he going to help and impact. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, he'd like to go home, but, our opportunities are everywhere. Oh, yeah, man. Speaking of them opportunities, we want to make sure we get in that line. And if you know what I'm saying, I want to be in the front of that line. Yeah, the front. Yeah. What do you think it takes to get in the front of the line with Wiley? I mean, this cap thing, who understands it? It goes up every year. I don't know what it is. I just see commas and decimal points, right? This is really a real story. So then they were like, my agent was like, you know the rule in negotiation, first rule, never say the number first, right? I can't set the number. I'm negotiating against myself. You tell me what you think it would take. Now, I signed a deal that was $40 million. I ain't bragging, I'm just telling you what it was, because it ain't shit now. They make that in 1 year. They make that in less than a year, so obviously it wasn't that. It was 6 years, 40, back in 2001. They said, oh, you know, the way we're looking at it, I think we want to commit. I think, you know, hold on. Hey, Nancy, make it a double. Enough. You good? You want another? Okay, yeah, two doubles. Make that a 4. She funny. Okay, I think getting in front of that line, I'm not the capologist, but I talked to him earlier. You know, he knew I was going to come see you and had these drinks with you. So I'm thinking, probably sound like 50, you know, sound like a nice round number like 50 to get it done. You think so? He's like, hey, it's certainly a number. We'll see. You know, everybody else hasn't put their number in, so certainly I would tell Wiley about that number, and we'll see. But I'll tell him at the right appropriate time. All right, you do that, big dog. All right, here's the drink. Cheers. Salute. All right. Hope to see you soon. See you and Wiley soon. All right, you know what I'm talking about? Cheers. That team, I'm never going to say their name because I think that's illegal. But the point is, I had offers before then. And then when midnight came, ring, 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 agent called me. What's up? I said, how many? He said, 8. I said, ow. He said, 8 and member. I was like, I forgot. He said, we already got an offer out there. He said, 8. He said, what we going to do? He said, I'll call you in the morning, but keep your phone on tonight. It was a fight. I was at Sam Rogers, my teammate's house, watching this fight. And he said, keep your phone on, and we'll get back. We'll get this itinerary tomorrow. And it was San Diego, Oakland, and some other team was the third one for that day. I was going to go 3 places in one day because San Diego and Oakland so close. That was the only reason. So I was going to go to San Diego. I did in the morning. Then I was at the airport to go to Oakland. Y'all heard that story, or I'll tell you another time. And then I was going to go to Oakland for the second half of the day. Then I was going to fly out that night to another team. I forget the team, because I never made it. All right? Oh, man, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking, hearing about it. So I think, oh, yes, I love this. Jared M., I love wisdom of the crowd. That's why I talk with you guys, not at you guys. Jared M. said, did the private equity firm at Utah push him out? That's another layer, because they came in there with that big money, and they's like, look, if we private equity, we're investing in you heavily. Right? Big boy, bring the big boy town. You know what I mean? We coming. Big boy bank. Big bank take little bank. One thing we don't want to do is commit to somebody who maybe long in the tooth, maybe a little tired of this. We got a 20-year younger coach that everyone is swearing by. I think they may have said, look, you know how we gave you that $3.5 million advisory clause? Yeah. Let's use it. You don't want to use it? Okay. You sure you don't want to use it? Oh, all right, no problem. Hey, you still our head coach. You're not going to use it? Oh, okay. That's how they force you out. Interesting. Private equity came in there and said, we need new blood. We need new blood. And I bet coach is based on principle. I'm not saying the other coach ain't, but this coach seems like it. Whittingham, he ain't playing that game. And I trust me, private equity show up, they got some things that's going to feel like you playing the game. And he don't want to do that. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys thinking. Let's get to this topic about Luka playing defense or not playing defense, because y'all on his head right now. Pause. Luka literally went to the finals with a team that was the underdog in damn near every round. Now, since he's playing with a certain somebody, LeBron James, this is what's being posted. What's being posted? Is it time to worry about Luka Doncic's defense? Is it time? What do you mean? Let's see. What y'all talking about?
These two teams met back on December 1st. Allen.
Oh, that's a blow by. Come on, let's watch you. Where you at, Luke? Oh man, between him and the rim, you tell 3-year-olds that. Oh, you just let him go blow by. Okay, let's see it.
Never been a big point guy.
Oh.
Finish this quarter strong, and that'll help down the floor.
Okay, one more. I think we get the point. Oh, my God. Did y'all see that jog through?
12 and 11.
Okay, I think what's happening right here, we ain't got to stay long on this one because this is pretty obvious. What's happening here is LeBron James is getting too much criticism. He deserves some criticism, but it's getting too much. First of all, if you got a 41-year-old on your team and you expecting him to do what? You should be just happy he there, like your grandma. You know what I mean? You don't go over to your grandma's house and say, hey, grandma, go up in there and cook something. No, grandma chilling now. That was when you were growing up. Grandma go in there, baby, what you want? You need something? Now you go over there, you just over there, let her sit in her chair, make sure she watching what she want to watch, and you just sitting there chilling, talking. No, all right, hey, grandma. Matter of fact, I'm bringing you something. What you want? Oh, I love that spot. What's that place where they make them little ribs? Not the big ribs, the little short ribs. Oh, okay. You want Woody's? No. So point being, it ain't. Luka, because he's the future, Luka, because he's the young star, is not getting as much criticism as desired or deserved, and people are trying to now even that out. Because you're going to get tired of being on that dead dog LeBron James who's 41. That ain't no real answer, you know? We already know LeBron can play it. He's just going to pick his times and spots. Luka too damn young to be doing that. Too damn young. And I know he doesn't have great lateral movement. I've seen the combine. I've seen him play. He don't go sideways fast. He doesn't. He barely go forward fast, but he'll bucket. A bucket. So now they trying to get to him. All right, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. On this show, we just going to talk about everything. Okay, I'm not on code. I'm not, never going to be it. I'm not here for nothing but what's real. I'm not, even if that means against me. I was raised, my daddy told me I am following the truth. My dad was a Jehovah's Witness. So my daddy didn't care. Like, I got in trouble. He was like, you in trouble? I was like, Daddy, I'm your son. Take care of me. You know, get me off. He's like, boy, you messed up. That's it, and I love it. So on this show, we're going to call it like we see it. It's real spit. Simple as that. We're going to get into this because somebody said they know how to fix what's going on in college football. And we got some funny stuff coming up. Boy, I got some good stuff. I don't know how you fix college football, but I trust a smart man like Nick Saban, don't you?
He had who was that quarterback that was at Utah for 7 years? Cam
Rising.
Mm-hmm. Cam Rising.
Still got a year.
He was there for a long time. I think he was fighting for another year. Yeah.
He got another year?
Maybe 2. You don't know.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. We don't know.
This is ridiculous.
Does anybody know? When are you going to figure it out, Coach? When are you going to figure it all out, Coach? When are you going to do it?
Just CDL.
I got it figured out. Nobody will listen. So, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, we got to have, you know, some kind of antitrust exemption. You got to get the political parties together on it. I think the college people have to get over the fact that, you know, a graduate student can be a graduate assistant, get paid, is not an employee. So players don't have to be employees. And these graduate students have representation. You call it a union if you want, but it's restricted on what they can negotiate for. They can't say, you know, I have a lab that takes 10 hours and I'm going to go on strike so we only have to go 6 hours. Can't do that. And you do the same thing in football. Put some restrictions and determine what you can and can't negotiate. Shouldn't be anything that has anything to do with athletic development. We already have those restrictions, 20 hours a week, whatever it is, that practice time. So there's a way to do this that satisfies both parties, that gives cover to both groups so that we can move forward. And, you know, I got killed in the Wall Street Journal for saying things like college football is messed up. But the thing about it is everybody just looks at the playoffs have created tremendous interest in college football. There's a whole bunch of teams now that have a chance to get in the playoffs. There's more interest than ever, higher TV ratings and all that. But the underbelly underneath that is not really good. It's not really good for the development of players. It's not really good for all the sports that we try to sponsor in college. I mean, and I think we got to decide, do we want to be, you know, a professional developmental league, or are we really going to have college athletes who go get an education and develop value for their future as they're playing and making money? I want them to make money. I think they should make money, but there should be some restrictions on how they go about doing it. And the movement is as big an issue, to me, a bigger issue than even the money. I mean, everybody being able to transfer all the time. I mean, that's not a good thing.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's talk through this a little bit because I think there were always 3 staples to the college experience, right? Student athlete, be real. Not everybody's an athlete as well. Shout out to the young lady I saw at the Clippers game yesterday. She's a Columbia freshman. Got a full scholarship to Columbia, academic. Go girl. All right, so not everybody is an athlete, but student, athlete, money. Okay, it takes money to go to college unless you get the scholarship, but still it takes money while you're at college. You got to go eat, go to Coronets, get a slice, something, right? You got to have something. You got to have a laptop. You got to have some money. Student athlete money. Now, typically you invest in college to get more money outside of college based on this college you went to. It's supposed to be your boost. It's supposed to be your helicopter, right? It's supposed to be your jetpack. Put that battery in your back. That's why you should go to the best school you can, because of the networking effect. It's not so much that your books are different, because I even took courses at a JC before. The junior college book is the same as the book at Columbia, except at the JC, they said, read this book this week. At Columbia, they said, read these 3 books this week. That was the biggest difference I saw. The workload, right? They expect you to be able to have greater bandwidth, greater wherewithal, and be able to handle that. If you're smarter, you tend to know how to synthesize things better, if I can say the word. Synthesize things better, right? So that's the point. That was it. It's overwhelming sometimes, the workload at these high academic schools. But that's it. It's no different. Like, everybody has the same alphabet, same periodic table, same math. Some of them. So the point is, it's student athlete money. Look at the shift in the student now, right? We see students now, it's more of the fashion and flavor as a student to not only want to go to school, but double major, go to school, grad school, right? We up the ante. Used to be your undergrad degree was good enough. Now, if you got an associate's degree, please. Undergrad, bachelor's, so what? It's good, it just ain't it. So now you got to get your master's or PhD. People are always going back to school. Everywhere you work, someone's going back to school, get their credits online, whatever they got to do, virtual, just to get their money up. Student has changed and shifted over the time. Athlete, it's changed and shifted. Whether it's the new rules of junior college, eligibility doesn't count, so now you can play 6 years because they're not even going to count the 2 JUCO years. New rule. Athlete, it's changed in their world. Now it's okay to see athletes in high school get recruited. Okay? Before, that was a crazy thing. That's one of the reasons I went to 2 high schools, because the first school that was recruiting me, I felt it was a little weird to just go to this school out of nowhere when everybody that lived around me, everybody where I was, all the Slauson boys, they all went to Westchester. The damn yellow bus was going up and down Slauson. The Cheeto, as we called it. The Cheeto was taking you to Westchester. I was going to get on the Cheeto. I did it for 2 years, then I said, man, I'm going where they've been recruiting me for years. St. Monica, straight up. But now I ain't even got to hide that, right? Someone was using my address, it was fake for them. They were supposed to go to Inglewood or Morningside. They didn't want to go there. They wanted to go to Westchester because he was a baller. He was my boy. Guess what I said? Here's my address. Put it on all the damn mailing address and all the information at school. He did. He used my address, never came to my house, rarely, and went to school. All that stuff is normal now. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to hide. Like I had to hide, he had to lie. All real now. So the athletes change. Even in college, I could switch. No penalty to switch. Transfer portal every year. I'm going to a better situation. Look at the teams that were playing in the college football playoffs yesterday. Dog, they need to literally put up a new bio, because usually the bio is what hometown, their age, what year in school. That's it. No. We don't care about that. I want to know where this fool been. How many colleges? I don't know. Everybody that they were announcing, they would say, oh, great play by him. Yeah, he's a transfer from East Carolina. I was like, what? Everybody went somewhere else. But it's different for the athlete, and the money is different too. Now there's NIL for high schoolers. Yes, I know one. I was eavesdropping, ear hustling. I know the kid. I ain't going to say his name in this context. But the kid was on the phone with Nike. I'm listening. He's sitting there. He's standing, and I'm sitting there. He was like, man, that ain't enough. How much? No, way more. Millions. I was like, what grade are you in again? He got his phone. I was like, what grade you in again? Insane. It's real. They spending money. They are spending money. So they investing money in college. For some people, like, are you kidding me? That's why I'm going to make my money. I ain't investing nothing. I'm taking. I'm getting it. So now the money has come earlier for the student, for the athlete, everybody. Everyone is on the mission because there's so much money involved. Private equity in colleges now. right? We just talked about that with Utah. So to fix it is first to understand it and to be honest. There's no honest conversation. There's no honest conversation about this because somebody's always winning and doesn't want you to know how much they're winning. Somebody's always in a position of privy that they don't want you to understand so they can take full advantage. That's why a lot of issues don't get fixed, frankly. You know, whether it could be a religious issue, it could be a social issue. People are not dead ass honest. So you don't even know in proper perspective what you're dealing with. You know? So you basically are buying a fishing line that's for 100-pound fish, and then you're going out there trying to catch something that's 200. Snap. You're buying a leash for a dog that's bigger than that. Because you don't know how big it is, because nobody's being fully honest. These schools been lying forever. That's why there's parity now. My boy, shout out to Richie P on the rocks. He like, dog, SEC versus Big Ten, please. SEC was getting mopped. I think they lost almost all their games. Because everybody got money now. That's the conversation. It's just that serious. And it's just that simple. It's that serious and it's that simple. When we are dead honest, we'll understand this situation. Until then, you're going to have people at NCAA saying one thing. You're going to have organizations, institutions saying another thing. You're going to have the players saying another thing because nobody want to say how much they really making. This thing is lucrative. I ain't going to tell them about all of it. Yeah, and so many things under the table, you know, deals under the radar. That's why. So just the best way to deal with it is if you got a student, an athlete in this capacity, take care of them, get them an annuity, take that money, put it in there, give them an allowance. Straight up. Say, look, how much you think you can live off of? Okay, whatever that number is, if it makes sense to the number you got, you say, I'm going to give you a little more than that because you earned it. Like, this is a privilege. You earned this, and that's it. And here's your monthly allowance. That's all you get. Come on, man. I want you to be 35, 40 years old, not playing no more, and still like, damn, I'm making how much? Right? You're going to thank me later. You ain't going to thank me now? Yeah, thank me later. So that's how I see the game going, man. Beat it up in the comments. See what's cracking-lacking-macking. Yeah, this era is all about the money, so go get as much as possible. Never cheat the game. Anthony Smith, real spit. Not real spit. I like this conversation right here. Y'all love that racial stuff on here. Troll said people are tribal, not necessarily racist to be something. I just think racism is a very specific form of tribalism. I totally agree with you. Yep. And that's another thing I'm not. I'm not a tribal dude. I'm not. I just not. My friends are too random to be in the tribe. None of them will be in the same tribe as me. We're like, okay, I'm a Comanche. You a chief. You're a warrior. Oh, you're a redskin. Like we all different. I mean, I don't care if we the same or different, but we are. And I'm not going to slight them, and I'm not going to slight myself. I'm not going to cut off the part that doesn't fit in the cookie cutter. People do that all the time. Trust me. Cats be just on cold. Like, man, I can't say that. Why you can't? Who said you can't? Who? They did? Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. Speaking of somebody on code, D.L. Hughley, who y'all know I've had some spats with, even though in person and in public, I ain't never had an issue with this dude in my life, and I saw him a few months ago. But I look forward to seeing him now since he's been talking that talk, but I'm never going to hate somebody because they don't like me. That's on you. So you deal with it. So even I will go to D.L. Hughley's page and find something that I find interesting because I'm not mad at him like he mad at me, but he going to stay on code. So I thought this was very interesting. The most expensive mistakes made in history. Peep this. Here's one. Blockbuster turned down Netflix for $50 million. What? They laughed at Netflix, confident DVDs would always win. Oops. Netflix didn't just survive, it rewrote entertainment. Blockbuster gone. The lesson, if you ignore the future, it will erase you. That's gangster. Let's go another one. Kodak invented digital cameras, then ignored them. What? Kodak literally created the technology that replaced them. They protected their ego instead of adapting. The world moved forward. They didn't. Lesson, protect your future, not your comfort zone. Keep going. Nokia, one of them, thought they were untouchable. The N-word. Dominated phones, but arrogance made them blind. They refused to innovate. Apple didn't. Samsung didn't. Disappeared. The lesson, arrogance kills empires. Damn. That's crazy. Hey, beat up in the comments if y'all got another one y'all ain't heard yet. Another one that just tricked it off. BlackBerry, remember that? Oh, laughed at the iPhone. They believed no one wanted a touchscreen. Oh, Jesus, that was the reason? They trusted loyalty instead of evolution. The world proved them wrong. A lesson, mocking innovation is the fastest way to die. Yep. That's why when you ever catch yourself saying, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't going to be on no AI. I ain't doing no chat GPT. Man, if you don't stop playing. You going to still bake your potato in the oven and take an hour, or you going to use that microwave 8 minutes, stab that damn thing with a fork? Yahoo could have bought Google twice. They were offered Google when it was cheap. They said, nope, twice. Today, Google dominates the internet while Yahoo became, their words, irrelevant. The lesson, opportunity whispers, regret screams. Yeah, I always say the universe whispers before it yells. That's a good one, huh? All right, MySpace, destroyed by bad leadership and ego. Ooh, that's bad. They had the world in their hands, then chaos, poor vision, and arrogance took over. Facebook buried them with strategy. The lesson, power means nothing if you can't manage it. Toys R Us. Oh, this hurts. Oh, I remembered. Boy, you wake up, Mama, can we go to Toys R Us? Hell no. Gave their customers to Amazon. Instead of building their own online platform, they handed it to Amazon. Damn, Amazon thanked them by taking their entire industry. The lesson, never give your competition your power. Damn. Yeah, they could have literally said ToysRUs.com, and I'll be like, before Amazon became everything. Now I don't give a damn what it is. I'm on Amazon. Sears ignored the internet and lost the modern world. Wow, Sears had catalog systems, logistics, dominance, everything needed to become Amazon, but they refused to evolve. The lesson, when you stop evolving, you start dying. Real spit. Yeah, Sears used to be online and all that, and the magazine used to come. Oops. Blah, blah, blah. The world is gangster, ain't it? Let's get through this quick because we're at the end of the show right here. Everybody always said that the next Nick Saban was going to be Kirby Smart. Well, we figured out that ain't it. It's this guy. Kurt Cignetti, immaculately prepared, never beats themselves, never play down to inferior competition. Nick Saban's greatest gift, his teams never play down to inferior competition. Same with Cignetti. Look at that dude. That dude is a mad scientist. Hey, you know what else is like that? Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick always said there are more games lost in the NFL than won. Okay, so he told his players, just don't make mistakes. Y'all ain't got to do too much. Just do you, don't make mistakes, and we'll take advantage of theirs. Blah, blah, blah. And then I got a couple of little things I want to make sure you guys all understand, especially when you come at me sideways, homie. Not this kid, I don't care. I think this is funny. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Mike Tyson said that. And I'm going to keep using that one. So when y'all go too far, like Shannon Sharpe should have just posted that, said, I can criticize Lamar, man. Y'all going way too far for it. Everybody has New Year resolutions. I'm here to tell you they don't work because you waited for the new year. You waited for January 1st to start something. I guarantee you, you're not going to finish that. Next time, just right now, when you fall off the wagon, just start again. Just consistency. It ain't about January 1st, I'm about to, January 3rd, tomorrow, you're going to be done with it. So I gave up drinking. I gave up alcohol for 2026, just like my man right here. So rock with me, y'all. No more alcohol. Yep, I did the same thing, but mine's with my Tickled. My sister has a brand called Tickled. Yep, Tickled liquor. I had to give it up. No more. Yep, poured it out. And I had surgery. Rap. Couldn't do it. Appreciate you, big dog. Done. Me too. Did the same thing. Grabbed that glass. Peace. I love that too much. Respect, big dog. You got to, keep it 1,000. All right, you know on this show how we end it. You got to vote. Sports or rap? Today is sports. Tell me, who's your favorite all-time receiver? Is it Jerry Rice, the GOAT? Larry Fitzgerald, all-time favorite, so I'm going to let it be loose. All-time, doesn't mean the best, doesn't mean the greatest. It says your favorite. Jerry Rice, Larry Fitzgerald, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. Damn, look at that. Goodness, T.O. or Steve Largent. Oh, growing up, it was Steve Largent, but come on. Can't do that no more. Okay. Calvin Johnson loved you. Didn't watch enough Detroit. And my heart was already taken. Larry Fitzgerald, this whole right side. Love you, big dog. You never dropped the ball in the world. But at the same time, I was already in love with something else. Jerry Rice, the GOAT. Can't hate on him. Same time, I used to watch John Taylor sometimes. I'm like, damn, John Taylor, good too. But nah, Jerry Rice, can't say nothing bad about him, but he's not my favorite. Randy Moss, love you, baby. Oh, Randy Moss. Oh, I remember when his rookie year, we played him. What he had, 17 touchdowns? We played him. We gave him about 2 of them. He was killer, but not my favorite. It's this dude. This dude did everything with that rock. Ran every route on the route tree. And then when he got the ball, I remember my coach, my D coordinator said in San Diego, he said, we got 2 problems with T.O. One is before he catches the ball, how he runs every single route in the tree. And the second problem is worse than that, is when he gets the ball, he has bad intentions. We were like, what? And then we played him. We saw it. I remember that boy caught this ball. I don't know what pass it was. I was trying to get the quarterback. I turned around. He ran. Did his thing, touchdown. Everybody on our team was like, let's see what he's going to do. What kind of touchdown dance he going to do? T.O. was silly, man. It was just that simple. He was silly. He was next level. Well, love to you guys, man. I always try to keep you 1.5 hours, no more, and keep it going. So your favorite, I see some Marvin Harrison's in here. Oh, my God. Marvin Harrison, when they used to give the ball off to Marshall Faulk or give the ball off to Edgerrin James, and then they go like this, play fake on that long-ass wide stretch zone, and then Marvin Harrison be in the parking lot eating hot dogs. They be like, here go Peyton. Sick with it. It was next level. So beat it up in the comments. Love for you guys. See you tomorrow. Let's get after it. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I just got to read this last comment. I just really got to do it. I told you guys already what's going to happen if you guys say something. So I said I gave up drinking for my New Year's resolution, but then I also said New Year's resolutions don't work. It was a joke. It was in jest. So just remember this, guys. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespect. Even when I get fussed in the face. Get out of here, boy. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Who said that? Derek Lee.